Hello, Algebra 1A students. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the distributive property, which you know a little bit about already. Specifically, I'm going to show you the box method for distribution. So, what you know about the distributive property right now is that you can take 2 times the quantity, 5 plus 2, and turn it into 2 times 5 plus 2 times 2. Okay, so I'm going to show you kind of an easier way to do these kind of problems today. So let's start with this word problem. Aaliyah has a rectangular yard. She split it into 2 sections. She has a 6 foot by 8 foot patch of grass and a 6 foot by 4 foot place for her vegetable garden. They want us to draw a picture, find the total area of her yard, and the area of just the grass and just the vegetables. So let's start off by drawing her rectangular yard. And we're going to split it into 2 sections, one for her grass, one for her vegetables. So let's say this is her grass, and this is her veggies. Okay. Now, the grass we know is 6 foot by 8 foot, and the veggies are also 6 feet by 4 feet. So there's our little garden. Now they want us to find the total area of her yard. Well, to find the area of a rectangle, we look at length times width. Looking at her yard, the width is 6, and the length is 8 feet for grass plus 4 feet for vegetables. Well, 8 plus 4 is 12. So when we multiply those together, well, 10 times 6 is 60 times 2 times 6, which is 12. 60 plus 12 is 72. We know that her yard is 72 feet square because it's area. Okay, so that's her yard. But they also asked us to find the total area for grass and the total area for vegetables. So for grass, again, we're looking at this length times width. Grass, the width is 6, and the length is 8. So 8 times 6 is 48. And again, we're looking at feet squared. All right, so now let's look at the veggies. The width again is 6. The length this time, though, is only 4. So 4 times 6 is 24. And again, it's feet squared. Oops. Now, incidentally, if you add up the area of the grass and the vegetables, 48 plus 24 is 72. Okay, so this is kind of a visual proof of the distributive property. So you can look at the area of the whole rectangle or the area of individual pieces put together. They're going to be the same thing. So this kind of leads us into the box method. Let me show you what the box method is. So with the box method, instead of taking 6 times x plus 3 and doing this little loopy thing, we are going to use a box to kind of separate things and find the area. So I'm going to draw myself another rectangular box here. Okay? And the width I'm going to put is 6. Now this area, this is kind of like the grass, right? That's x. We don't really know what that is. But her vegetable for this problem, or, it's going to be 3. So now we can look at the area. Well, 6 times 3 is 18. Here, 6 times x is 6x. So then we know that 6 times the quantity x plus 3 is also equal to 6x plus 18. Again, it's about looking at this whole big area or looking at these separate areas put together. Let me show you another more difficult example. I have 5 times 2x minus 3. Okay. And instead of doing this distributing thing, I'm just going to draw myself a box. My width is 5. The length of the grass here this time is 2x, and then the length of the vegetable is negative 3. Remember, you have to take that sign in front of it. So then 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. 5 times 2x is, well, take your coefficient times your 5. 5 times 2 is 10, and we know that those are x bars. So we know that 5 times 2x minus 3 is equal to 10x minus 15. Okay? All right, you're going to be in a worksheet now that asks you to do the distributive property. I would ask that you use the box method and make sure you're asking those questions if you still have them.